English is such bullshit, I just can't describe how fucking annoying it is. What is going on, girls and boys? JitterXOY here, coming at you with a brand new video, and in this one we are going to be talking about just something that I was thinking about last night. I know it's just a little bit of me rambling. In the background will probably be some Black Ops 3 gameplay, so hopefully you enjoy. But I'm in school, as most of you know, as you know, probably all my subscribers know. I'm still in school. I'm a junior in high school, and you know, once you reach high school, you pretty much, or around there, you have a good idea of whether you're gonna at least go to a 4-year school or a 2-year school for, you know, later on plans in life, what you're gonna do. I plan to be going to a 2-year school I have a couple different ideas, but the ideas that I have in my, in my head with what I want to do just don't correlate with the schoolwork that I do, if that makes sense to you guys. Now, I do know there are programs out there such as Votech or CTC, different stuff like that, where you can just go and actually you get credits for hands-on work while you're still in high school. But I chose to do cyber school so I could just have a little bit more extra time on my hands to work and everything. And I'm doing, like, to me, it just doesn't make sense that I have to take English classes that, just certain classes in general that I'm not going to use later on in life. Like, I was talking to a friend last night when I was taking an English test on Xbox, and the English test was Voices of Modernism from the 1920s to the 1940s. That is literally all I know about it. I didn't do any of the fucking work. I didn't do any of that shit. I don't know what I got on it yet. But it's just complete bullshit to me that, if you know what you're gonna do, that you still have to take English classes. Because once you hit, like, English in high school, you've already learned. I'll at least say after 10th grade English, you really don't need English 11 and 12. Because, in my opinion, those are the most bullshit fucking classes. You don't learn English. You literally read they want you to read, stupid ass short stories, poems from back when you didn't even fucking live. Like, just stupid shit. Now, I do understand, yes, you're supposed to learn about that shit, but isn't the point of school to learn and everything? If that's not what you're going to be doing in life, you shouldn't have to take that class. To me, the school system doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I don't know if that's the way my brain is wired or what. But I want to either be a couple different things. A heavy collision technician, which that's a 2-year school. Computer-aided drafting, that's CAD, that's another 2-year degree. Or, possibly different types of welding. So, I really don't need to know why Robert Frost, how he related to some story that he wrote back in the 1930s or 20s. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not going to, like, learn that stupid shit and remember it and use it in life whatsoever. So, I don't understand why, our government that funds our schools makes us take 4 years of English in high school. I don't understand why after you don't take 2, because, at least from my experiences, I'm in college prep classes, the normal classes, you know what I mean? I'm not advanced, I'm not below, I'm on average, and I know what I want to do with my life somewhat, and I know I'm not going to a 4-year college, and, that's perfectly okay with me, I don't want to spend the money to go to a 4-year college, 1. 2, I don't like school. School isn't for everyone. But why in the fact that, as a 16, 17-year-old, I'm 17 when I started, or no, I was 16 when I started my junior year, and I'm already 17 now. I turned 17 in March. why should we who are still in school have to take those classes? Like, why are they mandatory when it's literally just writing a bunch of bullshit papers about shit that nobody wants to read and nobody wants to ever, you know, nobody's gonna remember. Nobody, like, goes out and, unless you're an English major, then you should, like, if English is a thing, they should have the classes. I'm not saying they should take the classes away, period. I'm saying they should have them, but for the people, God bless these people, they want to go out and actually do something with English. Or maybe they want to be a teacher. You know, those different, you should be able to choose those courses. You shouldn't be forced to take English 11 and English 12. To me, like, those are two of the most bullshit classes ever. And I'm glad, I like the way science is, you know, science isn't horrible. I wouldn't, you know, English is the only class that you have to take 4 years of, I'm pretty sure, at least where I live in Pennsylvania, to graduate. Like, you physically have to take 4 classes, which is complete bullshit. Science, 3, okay? And honestly, some of the science that you learn, you're not going to use. But the science that I'm learning, I'm at least, you know, there's different types of sciences which I can actually relate to somewhat here and there. So I don't even mind that. It's the English, you know. Nobody is not, if someone can list down in the below more than 5 jobs where you in your life are going to talk about voices of modernism, or you're going to, when someone talks, if you're talking to people, oh, where is the present participle in that, in your sentence, right? Like, who the fuck does that? I'm sorry, that shit, like, I don't mean to just make, like, this is not a pointless video at all, at least to me. I just am trying to understand, you know, what your guys' thoughts are to this, because I've talked to my dad about this, and I've talked to other people about it, and they just give me the little response, well, you still have to take it, so you might as well not bitch about it. Well, you know, if everyone has that fucking attitude, how are you ever gonna change shit? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why I have to take English 11 and read about The Great Gatsby, read about, you know, other stupid ass short stories, poems, then go on, take a test and remember quotes about them, which I end up fucking Googling because I'm not gonna fucking read them in the first place due to the fact that I don't give a shit about English. So, if I know how to speak, I know how to spell, and I'm not a complete fucking retard, why should I have to go out and, you know, take voices of modernism, you know, take an English class for, you know, about that, and, you know, like, I'm sorry for ranting about this, but do you guys at least understand what I'm saying? Anyone who's in my grade, if you're younger than me, or, you know, even if you're, like, if you're not in high school, you're not going to understand what I mean, because I truly do believe that English, until you're at 10th grade, I really believe after 10th grade it is pointless, unless you were planning to go on and study about, you know, the authors who wrote back then, and you're gonna use that stuff in your everyday life. If you are, great, you know. I am not. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry for being repetitive here, but I'm trying to be as, you know, informative as I can about this thought, because if I could personally change the way the school is, you know, where people would be more, they could take classes, that could free up like a whole class slot for them for 2 years, and they could take something else that actually interests them. Even if you're doing cyber school like me, I would rather, you know, take a class on, you know, web design or something where I can learn coding with HTML due to the stuff that something like that would interest me. I am not interested in English, yet I am forced to take it due to even though, like, there's just so much stupid shit in it, you know. I don't understand why that is, you know, why they force you to take a class that you're not going to use. Science, math, I agree, you know, math, you only have to take, I think math, you do have to take foreign, I think, yeah, 3 or 4 math classes, but math you use just about in every job. I don't care what you do. Same with science. And history's another one, but you don't even have to take 4 history classes. You only have to take 3. So, and history, in my opinion, is not anywhere close to as hard as English with present participles and all that shit. Considering that what I've learned in English when I was a freshman is English is one of the hardest fucking languages. That's what all my teachers would say. When you're trying to learn it, even in Spanish, I was told that, due to the fact that there's so many little bits and different ways to word shit, and it's true. But why do we have to be forced to take a class about reading books? And then, you know, if you want me to read a book, let me pick it. Don't give me something from the 1920s or, you know, around there, because I'm not going to read it. I'm going to Google it, and if I don't find the answer for it on the test, I'm gonna just guess, because that's my mentality when it comes to that shit. So, because I don't want to do anything with it. I don't want to learn it. It doesn't interest me. Math interests me a little bit, it always has. Science interests me, like here and there I'll see something with like ohms and I'll relate to it. I'll be like, ohms as in my vape or whatever, you know what I mean? Just little shit like that. It all connects together. But English is that one subject that's just fucking out there that doesn't connect to jack shit. So, if you guys, you know, if you've watched this whole video now and you are still watching, leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think about this issue. I think it's a fucking issue, so I'm gonna call it an issue. What you think about it? I don't think it's right. I personally don't. I think it's really bullshit. But let me know, and then, you know, if anybody has, like, just counter me. If you think I'm stupid, say I'm stupid. I don't care, but have a reason behind it. Don't just say you're a fucking idiot, because I'll just sit there, block you, and then we'll get nowhere. I want honest opinions and honest feedback from this video, because it just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead, click that like button. I am really looking for a bunch of feedback. Share these videos with your teachers, for fuck's sake. Just make sure you kind of edit it and bleep out where I say fuck, shit, you know, all that. And you should be good. You shouldn't get in too much trouble. But, I just show this to your teachers. Just let's try and do something about this, because I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who thinks English is completely pointless after grade 10, because grade 10 English, or, you know, English 10, that's when you're done with all of it, you know? That's literally, you've learned all of that. You're still taking, you know, I remember when I was in English 11 back in my old school before I transferred mid-year to cyber, I was still taking spelling tests on words that I will never use. Words that are, you know, words that are out there, but I'm going to be a computer-aided drafter, or, you know, something upon those, like, and most of the words, the definitions didn't even fucking correspond with, like, you know, how everybody talks, you know? Nobody talks like they're reading out of a fucking dictionary. So, I'm sorry for babbling on and everything, but like I said, please leave me some honest feedback in the description below. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day.